Another nail in the property boom coffin. Hello again, I'm Martin North, the Principal of Digital Finance Analytics. Today we begin our detailed look at auction clearance rates and property transfers. We have made a number of inquiries to ask whether the data is meaningful. And having looked in detail at the issue, we think there are some questions to ask and answer. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The first thing to say is that data flows in from the real estate industry each week. But the key question to explore is, do we get the whole story, or are auction reports skewed towards successful outcomes? And does this change over time? And so, can we rely on the trends? And why is there a shift from the number of originally listed properties as going to auction compared with those reported as taken to auction and those that are sold? And finally, is there evidence of repeat reporting of the same property from week to week, meaning that the same sale is counted multiple times? In fact, it took us quite some time to get a firm starting point for the analysis, and in the end, we decided to compare the reported auction clearance rates with the property transfer data from the ABS. And so to set the scene, this is where we're going to start our analysis. The ABS Residential Price Series 6416.0, Residential Property Price Indices 8 capital cities, also includes transaction data from across the country, separated between houses and other, which they describe as attached. In some cases, units may fall into the house bucket, according to the ABS's supporting information, due to weaknesses in the data. So today we're going to look at the transaction trends across each state, showing data to December 2017, which is the latest date of publication. And we see that the volume of settlements overall are significantly lower compared with, say, a year ago. And here is the All Australia plot. The blue area shows the count of houses, the yellow area the volume of transfers for others than houses. We also plot the annualised growth rates. It shows apartment transfers are down by more than 7% and houses down more than 6.5% to December 2017 on an annualised basis. Looking at the individual markets in Sydney, both house and unit transfers are more than 8% down as at December 2017. Across the rest of New South Wales, house transfers are down 3.8% and unit transfers are down 5.8%. Turning to Melbourne, still seen by many as the leading market, houses are down 7.8% and units and apartments down 10.4% to December 2017. Across the rest of Victoria, units were down 8.4% and houses were down 7.1%. And so up to Brisbane, where both house and unit transfers have fallen by more than 7% to December 2017. We can also see falls across the rest of the state, again looking at houses and unit transfers, both of which fell by more than 7%. Next we go to South Australia, and here in this smaller yet significantly more buoyant market, units were up in Adelaide by 1.2%, whilst house transfers were down 2.8%. Across the rest of South Australia, unit transfers were up 5.1%, while houses were down 3.8%. And now let's go across to Western Australia, where property has been under pressure for some time, following a peak in 2008 and 9 and 2013. In Perth, unit transfers were down 1% and houses up 1.6%. Across the rest of Western Australia, both unit and house prices grew by 3.6% and 2.5% respectively. In Tasmania, another growth state, transfers in Hobart were down 3.7% for units and 7.7% for houses to December 2017. Beyond Hobart, across the rest of the state, house transfers were down 5.1% and units were down 6.9%. In Darwin, unit transfers rose by 2%, while houses fell 4.7% to December 2017. And across the rest of the Northern Territories, unit transfers fell 6.8% and houses rose 2%. And finally, in Canberra, houses fell a significant 7.2% to December 2017, and units a massive 16.5%. So, standing back, we see that units in particular have lost momentum thanks to the lack of momentum in the investment sector in particular. But more importantly, this data was set before the more recent lending tightening has hit. So expect to see more falls in transaction volumes ahead. This is a clear sign that the market is on the decline. So next time, we're going to look at how auction clearance results are assembled and reported, and compare that set of data with the transfer data we've looked at today. After all, you would expect there to be a relationship, right? If you found this post useful, please do like the post and subscribe if you have not already done so. I'm Martin North, the Principal of Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for taking the time to watch.